can use this new kind of language, if you like, to alter our perspective or change our views. Let me ask you a simple question with a really simple answer. Who has the biggest military budget? It's got to be America, right? Massive. 609 billion in 2008, 607 rather. So massive, in fact, that it can contain all the other military budgets in the world inside itself. Gobble, 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 gobble. Now, you can see Africa's total debt there and the UK budget deficit for reference. So that might well chime with your view that America is a sort of warmongering military machine out to overpower the world with its huge industrial military complex. But is it true that America has the biggest military budget? Because America is an incredibly rich country. In fact, it's so massively rich that it can contain the 4 other top industrialized nations' economies inside itself. It's so vastly rich. So its military budget is bound to be enormous. So to be fair and to alter our perspective, we have to bring in another data set. And that data set is GDP, or what the country's earning. Who has the biggest budget as a proportion of GDP? Let's have a look. That changes the picture considerably. Other countries pop into view that you perhaps weren't considering, and America drops into 8th. Now you can also do this with soldiers. Who has the most soldiers? It's got to be China, of course, 2.1 million. Again, chiming with your view that China has a militarized regime ready to, mobilize its enormous forces. But of course, China has an enormous population. So if we do the same, we see a radically different picture. China drops to 124th. It actually has a tiny army when you take other data into consideration. So absolute figures, like the military budget, in a connected world kind of don't give you the whole picture. They're not as true as they could be. We need relative figures that are connected to other data so that we can see a fuller picture. And then that can lead to us changing our perspective. As Hans Rosling, the master, my master, said, let the data set change your mindset.